Alright, I am back in Centralia, Pennsylvania, and the state of Pennsylvania sold Graffiti Road. I hear a vehicle in the background, so I'm going to pause. The state of Pennsylvania sold Graffiti Road to a third party and they covered it up with dirt. So here is what remains. Fortunately, I have some video footage from, I think it was October 2017 of Graffiti Road, so I can probably edit that into this video. But this is it.
Any store, any paint store. Are you videotaping?
Yeah.
You gonna put music to it? They painted their clothes down here. Oh. They put those like Death Star things.
Yeah.
Matt, don't you want any pictures of it?
I already got one.
Oh yeah.
Walk back.
Here again.
Here, if I want. That actually looks really cool going up like this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look how it looks. Here, look, there's a.
Alright, we're driving around the rerouted highway. As you can see, quite a sharp curve, and it's because the other highway was not structurally sound. And then we're going to come out around the corner here. And you will see the church on the hill coming up very shortly. Oh, there it is. This is kind of one of the famous sites of Centralia, the Ukrainian church on the hill. And so I will go up there shortly, but take a look around. I'm approaching one of the cemeteries. Apparently there are some ventilation pipes around here somewhere. Well, we'll see if we can find them. But they installed ventilation pipes, and this is actually near where the fire started. The fire was started too. So yeah, let's take a look. A lot of the graves here from the 1800s, early 1900s, obviously, because, oh, what's this? Here it is. Is this it? I don't know. This might be one of the ventilation pipes. Okay. And this is to release the, I don't really know what the point was, to release some of the fumes from the underground mine fire. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna get away from here. If it's still burning, let me feel. I don't really feel anything. I don't know. This isn't something you typically see in a cemetery, so maybe It is one of the ventilation pipes. Here you can see one of the old streets. Still some drains in here. But, yeah, you wouldn't want to drive on any of these streets. Look at the big potholes. You can see old steps from houses and old retaining walls, but no house. They tear down all the houses whenever people move out of them. Alright, so there are people that live here, and look, they're in the middle of nowhere. These signs, these places, these roads have stop signs, even though they're not really maintained. But, no winter maintenance, that's what that sign says on this road. Oh boy. Well, it's not so bad. It looks like, it was maintained, I mean, somewhat recently, not necessarily recently, but at some point it was maintained, so alright. Well, I don't know if they're trying to turn this into the new graffiti road or not. Looks like someone threw a mattress out there in someone's old driveway, and I mean, you can see all kinds of different structures and everything, but you can take a walk around Centralia. There's not much to see because it's all destroyed. I'm going to take a look and see if I can find that house with the bunch of chimneys and go to the church. Alright, someone still lived on that street, so I did a 3-point turn after I saw the beware of dogs sign. Honest mistake. Hey, look, a fire hydrant. Oh no. You might need that if there's a forest fire, but I don't see why else you need that. Alright, here's the house with all the chimneys. You've seen it on probably a documentary or so, and on PBS documentary, and there it is. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but there it is. And those chimneys need to be there for structural support. Okay, I found it. And it's kind of awkward. Someone lives there, so I don't want to stop and take a bunch of photos. Unfortunately, that's what you get here. Anyway, let's go. Last place to stop is the church on the hill, and we'll take a look here. So here is the municipal building. Look at that. I wonder whose tax dollars go towards that. It's definitely definitely, I don't want to say definitely, but probably not the Borough of Centralia or whoever, whatever this was, a town or a city or village or whatever. So let's go up. I think I'm going the right way. We'll see. Well, turns out I went the wrong way. Someone's personal campsite. So let's just turn around. Alright, so you see this trespassing sign? Basically, they're telling me I'm trespassing, unfortunately, so this is going to be a short visit. Okay, here's the church. Unfortunately, they have trespassing signs, so I won't be able to go any further. They do have a cemetery in the back. But this church is open once a year for pilgrimages. At least from what I understand, they do open it once a year, but this is not the time. This is not that once a year, and it's very strictly closed off to everyone. They said violators will be prosecuted on trespassing, and for anyone who wants to appreciate what the church has, like in terms of the cemetery or the, looks like there's a cross over here. But can't do that if you're not a parishioner or family member or guest. I'm not a guest yet at this point. It's unfortunate though that this church is no longer used except for maybe once a year, but you have no one living in the town. I guess that's what happens, is that everything closes, including churches. Okay, well that concludes my visit to Centralia. I did not smell any smoke. I didn't see any smoke. I think that you can see it if you go way out to the edges of the property of the town, but I didn't see any. And you can walk around and see the rubble of what used to be. I think the town was at 1,000 population, and now it's down to less than 10. There are still some houses, including the one that I videoed as I drove past it, with the 5 chimneys for structural support, but it seems as though the air quality here is extremely poor, and so I don't know really why anyone would want to live here anymore, but that's just me. It's an interesting place to visit, kind of a famous pop culture place. I'm visiting during the week. I remember I visited several years ago on a weekend, and there was a bus that brought people here, apparently, so that was really interesting. But anyway, Centralia, that's it for my visit to Centralia. It is I am visiting it for the second time, and it's a funny place, an interesting place, but it's one of your modern day ghost towns, and it was made famous by movies. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day.